Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the stream. Hello, Well Running. Hello, Ripley. Hello, the legend Kafka the Survivor. Jade, is that you? I think that's Jade. Hello, Jade. If that is you, I'm pretty sure it is. But yes, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're having a good end to your weekend. We're back with another ASMR Sunday night stream. And yeah, I hope you've had a good weekend. It's been good on my end. It's been a full weekend. I had a very busy day yesterday, so definitely had one of those Sundays where, like, by the time I really got going in the day, it was already like afternoon, so the Sunday felt short, but that's okay. That happens. But yeah, how's your guys' weekend been? I hope it's been good. Hopefully it's been, did you guys do anything fun? Did you go eat any yummy foods? Did you go do something cool? Or did you just kind of take time for yourself and relax? Because that's also good. So you missed your optometry appointment and talked yourself out of talking to the cute girl at the comedy show, but the show was great. Well, you know, that's okay. I'm glad you enjoyed the show. Enjoying the show was the primary reason you were there, so you got that out of it for sure. Hello, Ing. How's it going? So like that's the primary reason you were there. So, you know, you got that level of enjoyment out of it, I'm sure. But no, I also understand that kind of, you know, back and forth of like, oh gosh, I should go talk to this girl. Oh my gosh, I should do it. I should just do it. And then you don't. And mostly making time for yourself. Now you're all comfy. Fantastic. I'm glad to hear it. But yeah, there was at least, well, there's probably been more than once. There's once in my head, like one specific time I can think of, where I was like at an event, and like this was like a good solid while prior to having met Suzu, but I was at like an event, and there was this like really cute girl there, and I knew also that it was like not explicitly like a queer gathering, but I knew it was like a queer friendly space, so it was like there's a chance here, right? There's like a greater than zero possibility that this super cute girl is also into other cute girls. And I went for it. I was just like, I walked up, I psyched myself up for it like all evening long, and then like walked up and it was like, I want you to know, I think you're super pretty, and I think your outfit looks great, and I think you're really cute. And then the other girl that she was there with basically stepped out in front of her, kind of as like a yeah, I'm pretty sure she was taken. I think that was the signal I was being given, was like, yeah, you were right, she is gay, also already has a girlfriend. So it was super awkward. I was so embarrassed, but you know, it was still good. Still a fun time. And you know, sometimes taking those shots is a thing, but not always, right? It's okay to not sometimes, right? She was venue staff, something about shooting your shot on employees. That makes a big difference. Yeah, because that is very much like like she can't leave, right? And you don't want to make it awkward for them, right? Exactly. That's harder. That's a lot harder. That's a much more complicated situation. Yeah, no, that's honestly, I don't think you made a bad call there. I think that was probably correct. So, um, okay. So I have the hand cam back out and ready. And I've got more Pokemon cards to sleeve, so we're going to do that for a little bit tonight. I don't actually have that many left to go through, so we'll probably finish it tonight. But while we have here, you know what? Let me just go ahead over here. Come on. Hello. So, like, while I've got this on to, like, any, visual triggers you guys might want, I can also do. So if you guys want hand motion stuff, or like, you know, maybe kind of makes the typing more appealing, I guess. I don't know. But in any case, it is here. So, oh my gosh, thank you so much, Sunny B, for the fizzy water redeem. We will get that going right now. That is. So tonight's fizzy water, I've still got the polars that While Running bought for me, and these are very little mini cans. My hands aren't like huge, it's just a tiny can. So and so here for the fizzy water. Let's go. How's it going, Sucky Bunny? They are tiny, right? They're so cute. So this one's called Unicorn Kisses. I don't remember exactly what flavor. I think, if I remember correctly, the box said this one. Oh no, it's right up here. Actually, I forgot there. It's got the description right there. It's a curious dream of fanciful fruit, which I have no clue what that means. So I assume probably like a fruit punch or something, probably, but we're gonna find out. It's adorable, right? And it's tiny, and that's not a bad thing, because like usually what winds up happening when I have the full-size cans is they don't fit in these little glasses, right? And then also, like, I just wind up with a bunch that I don't drink. So honestly, this being a tiny can works well. So all right, 1 second here. Hopefully that's not too loud. There we are. Okay, so 1 second here. Ooh, that smells really good. I don't know how to describe that actually. Here, well, hang on. We're gonna go ahead and here. What if I move? Can I move this a little closer so you guys can actually see it? Fizzy Water the Goat. Yeah, for reals. You got this in the background while you play Silk Song? Fantastic. That's awesome. I'm so looking forward to starting that next week. I'm going to be playing it on stream starting Tuesday. So that's going to be fun. All right, so here we are. So let me take another. It's like, oh gosh, how do I describe that? It smells kind of like, it's kind of almost like fruit candy, like not so much like a specific fruit. Okay. Huh. Thank you, gotta hydrate. Yeah, that tastes like, Okay, okay. It's like very, very specific. So it's like, oh shit, I forgot about. I am so sorry. Oh my god. Normally I have those turned off. I am so sorry. Well, I mean, I think it's a good thing that was, because that one at least is not quite as sharp. Um, I'm so sorry about that. Oh my god. Um, I completely forgot to turn that sound off. Um, anyways. Hmm. Anyways. Sorry, I like lost my train of thought entirely there. Okay. Cozy Gaming does have notifications on. I just try to turn them down. I didn't do that either, so that was my bad on both fronts, honestly. But so this is like super specific. The taste that it's giving me like the vibes of like okay. You know, like fake, well, I guess it's not entirely fake, but like banana flavored candy, right? It doesn't like banana like runts or like Laffy Taffy or like stuff that's banana flavored, right? That doesn't really taste like actual bananas, but it's banana flavored, right? That's what it tastes like to me, at least. That's what it tastes like. I mean, not like obviously it's not sweetened, so it's like not exactly like that, but that's the flavor that I'm getting off of it. You want it? It's really good, actually. These flavors have been good so far. Like, I've only had one other so far, but I think we can kind of get a little bit of. Gotta check your throne receipts to see what you bought. They're really tiny little cans. Like, this is not a particularly big glass, and it didn't fill this, but it's perfect for this because it means that I'll actually drink it all. And I won't wind up with a situation where I have to throw some of it out at the end. But so this is all we have left. All the cards that we have left. Everything else is already sleeved and in the thing. So we will get to the end of this today, which means I'll have a lot of room to. So yeah, it does. Like it's fine. It's not like cutting you guys short on fizzy sounds. So that's good. But so we're probably gonna get to the end of this, and then we can just kind of do some chatting. And if you guys have audio or visual triggers you would like to see or hear, please just let me know. Obviously we have the here, if you do exclamation point triggers there, it brings up everything, so you guys have that available to you. Our first card tonight is Plusle. The artist is Hajime Kusajima, I believe, and it's from 2005, which most of my cards have been in like the 2004 to 2007 range, I think. We have another Plusle. So here, hang on. I actually really like this artwork because like I was talking a little bit about this before. Like the artwork is really cute. I like that we've got Manoon in the background there. And it's just kind of like vaguely watercolor-esque in terms of like, I guess, the vibes going on. We have another Plusle. This one is holographic. And I think this might just be like the what is it? Not Pokemon Coliseum, but Battle Revolution renders, I think, is what these ones were. But this one is by Katsura Tabata, I think, from 2006. We have a Pichu, which is our basic Kensugi Mori art. Your brother loves to remind you that you had a bunch of OG Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon cards you could have sold because of the large uptick in the Pokemon market. I mean, I am curious. Maybe one of the things I do after we finish all this is I go through and look up what I got. I mean, I'm not expecting any of it to actually be particularly, like, valuable, really. But, you never know, I suppose. We have a holographic Minoon. I love this, actually. I really like that. So it is not super shiny, but like it is holographic still for sure. And I just love it. It's hard to see here. Actually, let me pull it up a little closer. You can see it. But I've talked before about how I really like the like rough edged, like the big, thick, like almost crayon-like outlines. I think that's super cute, and that has this going on. This is by Sumiyoshi Kazuki, the artwork, and it's from 2006. And then we have another basic 3D render Minoon, a lot less exciting, but that's okay. Also a holographic. And this one is from 2006 as well. Then we have Mareep. This is a, let me see here, a Nayo Kimura, I believe, is who that is. And it's also from 2006. So we have a couple of those. But yeah, like I said, my weekend has been very busy because I spent most of the afternoon yesterday streaming, and then went to a friend get-together last night. Was up until like 3 in the morning. Alright, so we have a Magneton. This is the wow, this one's interesting. So like this is the basic Ken Sugimori art, but it's actually kind of disguised a little bit more than some of the others have been. That's interesting to me. I think it's just the angle. The angle makes it look more like, I guess, custom than it is, even though it's not really. It's actually a pretty decent usage of, it's one of the better ones of the basic Ken Sugimori arts that I've seen. This one's from 2004. But yeah, I've talked before about the fact that I have some local friends who also play fighting games, and occasionally I go do some hangouts with them, and we play in person, and that was what I was doing last night. Played more Street Fighter 6 than I have in a very long time. Mostly just because, like, they're both very, that's like their preferred game, so I'm like, okay, it's not mine, but that's okay, I'll play some. And got to try out Mai, who I don't have in my own copy of the game, but she was a lot of fun, so I may actually pick her up, even though I don't play the game that often. So I've got a Magnemite here. This one is a Hajime Kusujima artwork, and it's from 2007. Your wife just asked if you thought about getting the Japanese hollow Typhlosion you stole in grade school. Wait, what? The Japanese hollow Typhlosion you stole in grade school. Wait a second. Hang on. I need to know the story to that, Ripley. You can't just drop that into chat and not explain what you mean. So, okay, we have another Magnemite. This one is Hiroki Fushina. is the artist, and it's from 2006. Wouldn't try to steer me from Grand Blue, but Street Fighter is cool. It's fine. So here's the thing. I don't love the baseline. Like, I don't like the drive system. I really don't. Like, I did my time trying to play Street Fighter 6. I enjoyed it well enough at the time because I didn't really have another game to really like lean back on. And it's fine. I don't dislike the game a ton, but it's just not my favorite. I just don't particularly love. I don't love the visual style of it, and I don't love like the baseline game mechanics. And I also didn't really have a character I was having that much fun playing. I think might wind up kind of being that character if I do play it more, because she was a lot of fun to play. So like I think that might happen, but wait, let me see. A game where you like some characters. You're not a role model. Some kid showed off his cool Japanese holo cards. He had a Typhlosion and a Magnesium. So you stole your boy, and then he even came back over with his wait, what? Came back over with his parents going, listen, if you took it, we can let it slide, just tell us. And of course you, a monster, went, nah, I mean, he said he wouldn't trade it, but maybe it fell out. Want to check around the room in the house. That is wild. Hello, CJ. Welcome in. That is wild. That is such a wild story, Ripley. I am floored. That is insane. Hello, Stardust. Okay. You're full of crime stories? Look, I'm not here to dissuade you. I hope you're doing well tonight, CJ. You're able to move. I'm glad to hear that, Stardust. Well, I hope. Given the context of what you just said, I'm not 100% sure, but hopefully that's a good thing. I mean, being able to move is objectively a good thing, but... Yo, that is dog. You're Mexican, so you doubt I've heard of these, but have I heard of tazos? In America, they were called pogs. Yes, I am familiar with pogs. Reminds you of when some kid stole your Blue Eyes Shining Dragon card? Oh no. When was the last time I played proper? Oh god. Well, I mean, given the age of these cards, probably 2006, 2007. In Mexico, they had a huge Pokemon line. They were amazing. That's awesome, though. Like, I know, hello, Amazemon. How's it going? How's it going? Like, I know they were, like, a really big deal in, like, what, the mid to late 90s here? I had some. I don't think we ever had a ton of them, but, like, I also know they fell off, like, real hard. So, like, they're not... Like, Australia had Tazos too. Are they just like literally the same thing? Are they just Pogs? Do they just last like way longer outside of the US? Let me see here. Hang on. Used to shoplift all the time because you wore trip pants because they could fit like 8 cans in the pockets. The secret is testing to see if the cameras are real. What you do is work slowly and buy 2 to 5 items while you steal like 15 other things. I will not say that I have never shoplifted before, because that would be a lie. It would absolutely be a lie. Tell past you, don't do it at Target. We have another Magnemite set here. This one's just the Kensington Moyo art, though. But yeah, I legit don't remember the last time I actually played these, the TCG for reals. It's all about stealth. I mean, so long as you are being careful, I won't tell you. Won't tell you one way or the other. But wild. Hello, Dino. How's it going? But yeah, so we have another Kentu Mori art card, which is fine. I played some Street Fighter 6 last night. I played some Grand Blue. Played some Capcom versus SNK 2, which is where a lot of my alert sounds are actually from, which people have noticed in the past. That used to be the game that we played like all the time whenever we would get together for fighting game nights. Then it became Dragon Ball Fighters. Then now it's more a combination of Street Fighter, Grand Blue, and Guilty Gear. So, but yeah, did Pogs, or I guess Tazos in this case, did they last like way longer outside of the US? Because I remember they they were like very much like they were huge for like a while. Not even for like a while. I just remember them being huge like for a minute, and then like they just weren't a thing anymore. Even as late as 2019. Oh my god. Yeah, like I from what I recall, like by the 2000s they just weren't a thing anymore in the US. Ooh, we have a Tentacool. This one has artwork by Tamaoki Imakuni. It's a neat little... Ooh, there's like a bunch in the background, I just realized looking at that. And this one's from 2006. More like Dragon Ball Fighters matches took so long to play that we didn't have time for anything else. But no, like, I did enjoy, look, obviously at one point I really enjoyed Dragon Ball Fighters. Obviously. And, like, I still don't, like, I don't hate the game. It's not primarily what I'm playing anymore. This is another different Tentacool artwork with illustration by Hisao Nakamura, and it's from 2004. DBFC, your goat. I think that's how we met, Lettuce Dog. I'm fairly certain I came into one of your Dragon Ball streams. Occasionally I still play it. It's just your favorite thing to... I know it is. I know it is. It's fine. You do miss a fun chip packet collectible. Had almost all of the 3D Digimon Season 1 cards that you got from Chip Packet. Will there be a stream reward for DBFC? Okay. While running, there will be another incentive reward at some point for DBFC. I don't know what it'll be yet. I don't know when. I don't know... Well... I have mentioned that there is at least one, like, I guess, I don't know, event or something that I'll do in the future. That'll probably involve some, like, dono and, like subscription incentives, probably. So I'll keep that in mind. Don't I need a follower reward? I don't think I'm gonna make my 2,500 follower reward Dragon Ball Fighters. I don't think enough people want to see that. Your internet's been doo-doo recently, so you have a minute to play. That's unfortunate. If you influence me hard enough. No, I know. Ooh, I like this one. That's a really pretty artwork, actually. This is for Swablu. Miki Tanaka is the artist. It just makes me think of like children's book illustrations. Like that feels like it's out of a children's book. Something about that very simplistic kind of like mixed media, kind of watercolory. Watercolor is maybe the wrong word, but yeah, it's really pretty. You gotta try. I wish I had been, from what people have been telling me, well, not me specifically, but from what I've been seeing people talk about, it really does sound like Tokan is basically Dragon Ball Fighters 2, just with Marvel characters. I was hearing it's like some kind of mix between Dragon Ball Fighters and like Grand Blue, and I'm like, okay, I see you, I see what you're doing, all right. Speaking of DBFC, you really enjoyed the birthday card thing we got to do, make it a theme? The birthday card thing? Do you mean your partner got it? The button layout feels similar. We have a Starmie. Ooh, I like this one. It's kind of very colored pencil-esque feeling, that artwork. I like that a lot. And the artwork is Yukiko Baba, and it's from 2005. Yeah, I did not make it into the beta. Otherwise, I would have been playing it. So, it's a thing, unfortunately. But hopefully I'll get in to a future one, maybe. I don't know. Is this one also? No, this is a different artist, but it's got a similar kind of feel to it for Star U. This is by Aya Kusube, and it's from 2004. For my birthday, we got to send you... Oh, yeah. I do recall that, yes. No, I do remember that, yes, very much. I'm still kind of blown away by how many people did that. Not Dragon Ball Fighters jokes, but the birthday card thing in particular. That was just, it was very touching. We have a decent handful of these Star U cards. We are definitely going to get through these cards before we're done. Definitely going to run out of cards to sleeve. That's okay. That just means I'll have the rest of stream to just chat with you guys. And there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. So, another Star U. This one is by Hisao Nakamura, and it's from 2004. But yeah, I am looking forward to Tokan. Like, to be honest, I don't know how much... Oh, this is a different Star U. This is a Yukiko Baba. Okay. Gao, hello Spite Kirby. How's it going? Welcome in. This one's from 2005. I also really like this one too. Hello Jalen. How are you doing? I hope you guys have been having very nice weekends. We have a Sfeel. This is Kensuke Mori, but it's from 2007. Love the ways they look like ghost hands. They do, actually. Yeah, it's a little wild. But I just like I don't know, I like the medium, I guess. Like if that's the right word. Like, they really do look like they were, like, there's kind of a sketchiness to them that's very, like, just makes me think of colored pencil, like, coloring, I guess. I don't know. There's like a scratchiness to that I think is neat. All right, we have a Snow Runt. It's also Kensuke Mori art. But yeah. Oh, okay, we have a Kagemaru Himeno Slowpoke from 2005. It's one of those things that, like, I've talked about this before, I think, while we've been doing this, but, like, I think the thing I like most about TCGs and the cards is just, like, the artwork you can get on them. Like, card games in general, if it does something fun and just, like, cool art to look at, that's kind of my jam. Like, obviously, I guess, like, the card game itself too is, like, good and stuff, but I honestly never played very many TCGs, like, for reals. So we have a holo, is it a holo? Yeah, it is a holo Slowking. This one, the artwork is also by Kagemaru Himeno. And this one is from 2005, I believe. And it's also really pretty artwork. I like the way the sky is the hollow part. You still don't know how to play the Pokemon TCG. It's relatively simple. Well, okay, I shouldn't say that. I recall it being relatively simple. I guess it has complicated itself over time. The mobile game I've played a bit, and that's relatively simple. So, but I also know that game's been simplified down from the full card game. So, Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic. As far as, like, card games that I actually played, I did play the Pokemon TCG for a bit. Not for, like, a super long time, but I did play it. I played a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was in school. I never got into Magic. Magic was never my game. I played a bit of the My Little Pony card or TCG for, like, the brief period of time that existed. And then I played a little bit of Shadowverse in the online version of it, which I know is different from, like, the physical version. So the problem with Yu-Gi-Oh! And MTG is the complexity ramps up real high, and there are insta-kills and cheese, especially with new Yu-Gi-Oh! That's what I've heard. Like, the power creep is, like, real. So we have a Holon Scientist. This is Kensuke Mori artwork. But also, like, the trainer cards, like, they tend to be bits of artwork that you don't necessarily see all the time, so that's cool. We got a handful of those, so yeah, like, I don't know. I like trading card games a lot in theory, but I haven't played that many of them in practice. I just really haven't. It hasn't been, you know. Yes, they are side loading. They're side sleeves. So there's a Hold On Firmer. This is Koki Saito art. I almost said it was Kensuke Mori art. It's not. It's Koki Saito. Can I get that to focus a little? Yeah, that's probably good. And this is from 2005. Okay. So, Ing, can you clarify for me? Are you asking me to whisper that sentence, or are you asking for 5 minutes of whispers overall? You play a small amount of magic. Your brain fizzles out so fast. You love cool fantasy art, though. Your roommate wants to design some proxy. Yeah, there's some great artwork in Magic the Gathering. And there's also, like, some really cool, like, crossover, like, stuff that I really think is neat. But I've just never gotten into it. 5 minutes. That's what I thought. But, okay. Let me take a look at that. Okay. There you go, Ing. So, okay. You're fine. It's alright. Don't worry about it. Okay, so next we have the Field Worker Trainer card. This one is another Kensuke Mori art. And it's from 2006. It's really cute. I like that. I like this one. Like I said, the trainer cards. I realized that I've kind of been a little dismissive of the Kensuke Mori art cards. But that's really only been applicable on the Pokemon ones, because, like, while the Kensuke Mori art is obviously very good, right? It's really good, but it's all stuff we've seen before. You see it all the time, so it's not new. Whereas something like this, you don't see that all the time necessarily, or at least I haven't. So it's new to me. So it looks nice, in my opinion. So, next we have Scott, the trainer card, which is also a Kensuke Mori. But also, yes, Silk Song is indeed real, and I'm very, very, very excited to play it in a couple days. I held off for a little bit because I wanted to give people a chance to play through a little bit so that people wouldn't be worried about spoilers coming to watch me play. But it also means that I haven't been able to play it yet, and I'm very, very excited to get to it because I really, really liked Hollow Knight. Question after the timer: what is Hypnagogia? I can talk about Hypnagogia right now if you want, but if you want me to not be whispering for that, I can wait. So, then we have the Rival Supporter card, which is also Kensuke Mori art of, oh gosh, what is this kid's name? Hang on, I know it. He's from Diamond and Pearl. He's the rival from Diamond and Pearl. It starts with a P, doesn't it? I want to say like Bailey, but I don't think it's Bailey. What was this kid's name? I don't remember. Oh no. Does anybody remember what his name was? The rival from Diamond and Pearl. Was it Bailey? I want to say Bailey, but I don't think Bailey is correct. You gotta finish Hollow Knight. You have to restart it. It's such a fun game. You remember watching my stream? Yeah, that was a long time ago that I streamed that also, because, like, that was prior to my debut, to my live TV debut. There's still some clips from that on my channel, but it was really fun. this one, it's interesting. The ones that are like, they're technically hollows, right? But like they're very subtle in like how holographic they are. But yeah, no, I'm super excited for Silksong. It's, I just, it, Hollow Knight was a absolutely fantastic Metroidvania, and I'm ready for more. So, hello, Cut Maniac, how's it going? We have Cursed Stone. This one is also of Ryo Ueda. A lot of the trainer cards, when they're like basic 3D renders, seem to be that artist. But that's Cursed Stone. Okay, we're in. Yeah, we've still got a decent number here, actually. Good, just can't believe back to work tomorrow. I know, this weekend went by very quickly. Oh, and me? It's going well. It's going well. We've got a Ken Sugimori Luxio card. Thank you so much, Carlito, for the follow. I appreciate it so much. Welcome in. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. I very much appreciate the follow. But yeah, it's another Ken Sugimori Luxio. But yeah, the weekend did go by very, very quickly. Like, not altogether ready for work again tomorrow, but you know, that is how it goes. We have a Larvitar. This one is a Koki Saito. That's really, I like that artwork. I like the little like aura sparking off of it. I think it's neat. Oh, I get it, because it's a Delta species, so it's an electric type, even though Larvitar is not normally electric. That's why we've got the little aura, because it's shocking. But yeah, on the one hand, hello Fed, how's it going? On the one hand, I am not looking forward to going back to work, but on the other hand, new week starting means that I get to do more streams, so that's, you know, it's a mixed bag. I'm looking forward to playing, like, I've said it like a million times so far today. I'm very much looking forward to starting Silksong on Tuesday. We have a holographic Gligar. The artwork here is Kagemaru Himeno, and it's from 2006. To put it simply, Fedalon was hurt and beaten. Oh no, wait, are you saying that like that's like the difficulty of the game, or what? You can say that you're looking forward to your new job. You need the experience you can get working on servers. It's really fun though. I mean, Hollow Knight was also really hard, like in places. In other places less so, but like some of those boss fights were really difficult. So like, yeah, I'm expecting Silksong to kick my ass. I really am. Oh, right. Sorry. No, you did ask what Hypnagogia was. Hypnagogia Boundless Dreams is, it's a exploration platformer game, I suppose. Kind of a puzzle platformer, a little bit. Puzzle platformer gives the wrong impression. It's more of an exploration game. And the idea is that you're exploring dreamscapes, in order to like recover like these like pieces of like a dream crystal thing. I played a little bit of it during the 24-hour stream. I also played a little bit more of it on last Thursday. Yeah, on Thursday. And for the most part, it was like the first half of it was all like, you know, cute and silly, and you know, some of bits of it were kind of melancholy and weird, but you know, it was mostly that kind of vibe. And then all of a sudden we got like 2 dreamscapes back to back that were like full on horror, and I was just like not ready for that. But I think what we have left over, from what so Ketchup was the one who recommended it and also kind of requested the game. And so according to him, we have already gone through the scariest parts of the game. Like, there's no other part of it that is scarier than what we already did. So it's probably not going to be full horror for the rest of it. But I wouldn't be shocked if there's a little bit more creepy going on in it than what we had up to that point. So pseudo horror, not necessarily full on horror game, but we have a Hajime Kusajima Manectric from 2005. But yeah, from your experience, Silksong seems to be a bit harder than the first game. Interesting. I remember, I mean, there were some very difficult platforming sections for sure. Some of the boss fights were also very difficult. I think we started, I never actually went back and finished, like, the oh, thank you for the hydrate, Callium. I appreciate it. And the posture check and the head pats. Thank you very much. What was I saying? Yep, there it is. I never actually went back and finished, like, the heaven area, like the little, like, God Pantheon area or whatever it was called. I never finished that. Maybe at some point I should, but Silksong first, so. God Home, that's what it was called, yeah. Okay, so here we go. Alrighty, hope that was good. I'm fine not doing that. That's fair. We have an Electric. It is Hiroki Fushina art from 2005. But yeah, so I never finished that end of that game. But we finished everything else. We got the, I guess, quote-unquote real ending. And I did do the fight with, oh gosh, the, like, vampire-looking bug dude. That involves, like, the whole, like, thing where you have to take the baby around. Grimm. Yes, Grimm. Did do that fight with Grimm. Which was actually, like, a ton of fun. I really liked that boss fight. It took me forever, but I really, really liked it. That was a really fun fight. And I'm hoping that, like, Silksong has more stuff like that. Like, and I'm sure it does, right? I'm positive it does. But, like, that was my favorite part of, like, Hollow Knight was, like, the bosses that were really difficult like that, but they were difficult in a way that it was like, okay, if I can figure out that pattern and I can just get better at dealing with that. Like, they were hard and they were kicking my butt, but they were kicking my butt in a way where I could see how I could do it, right? Like, you could see it, right? The Pantheon ending is very, very hard, and it's like an extra challenge thing. I started it. I did a couple of them. I never finished it, though. Yeah, because it was what? It's just like basically like it's like challenging the bosses all again, except that they're extra difficult, right? That was basically the deal, if I remember correctly. Boss rush, yeah. At their full potential, yeah. Fairy tale girl or battle girl? Probably fairy tale. Hello, Dr. Smug. I mean, like, I tend to have a buttload of fairy types whenever I play Pokemon, so fairy tale makes the most sense, I think. So even though Saribot mentioned that an ad break is starting, it, in theory, from what I understand, should not be hitting you guys with ads because we are on the ASMR category. So hopefully that's the case. I have a lot of these electrics, apparently. Am I going to run out of sleeves before I run out of cards? That might be a thing, actually. I don't think it will. I think I've got enough sleeves here. Yeah, I should. Fairy Tale Sucrose would like to, Fairy Tale Girl Sucrose would like to battle. Okay, so let's see here. We have an electric, a different artwork one. This is by Atsuko Nishida from 2006. It's a little difficult to see that artwork. The camera doesn't want to pick it up. But sneak peek for me in chat when I get there. Oh, thank you for the head pats, Saki Bunny. Ooh, we have, this is a really pretty one. Oh my gosh, this is a electric type Dragonair from the Delta species. The artwork is Hajime Kusujima and it's from 2005. Dragonair is so pretty. I really like this is Dragonair is also Suzu's favorite Pokemon, and I understand why, because it's just a very pretty little, like, I don't know, fairy noodle. It's a cute little dragon noodle. It's part of why I actually don't like. I realized that people don't like the Mega Dragonite design, but like I think what I like about it is that it looks like an actual proper, like it looks like Dragonite actually taking design cues proper from Dragonair, whereas like normal Dragonite just doesn't. So I think that's what I like about it. Angel Noodle. Yeah, Angel Noodle. Favorite dragon type is either Salamence or Rayquaza. I like Altaria is one of my favorites. Oh, we have another Hajime Kusujima of Dratini, which is also really pretty. But Dragonair is, like, I don't dislike Dragonite. I think Dragonite is also cool in its own way, but like it always bothered me that like you did have like this very deliberate, like, Dratini and Dragonair look like they go together, right? They look like evolution, like just Dragonair looks like an evolution of Dratini, very much, and then Dragonite doesn't, like, at all, which is why again the Mega Dragonite design I actually kind of like, because it is the one thing I wish that the Mega Dragonite had, just make it blue, like go all the way, just be like, yeah, make it the same color. I mean, maybe it would look bad, I don't know, but like, I don't know, I don't think it would. I think it would be fine. Make it blue. Dragonite looks more like a standalone Pokemon. The wings on the head, I agree. I really like it. Especially like somebody did artwork of like Mega Dragonite with like it's not Super Sailor Moon. It's oh gosh, what's her, I don't remember what her transformation, Shiny Dragon, probably not. But it was, I think, her like Super S or Stars form, where she has like the wings going on, And so it was that and Card Counter Sakura with Mega Dragonite, and it was super cute. And I was just like, yeah, yes, this is a magical girl Dragonite. I like it. We have another Yukamori Ditto, looking like a Pikachu. Shiny regular Dragonite is green. Yeah, it's a weird color choice. I don't like it. Set this one aside so I can show it to Ketchup when he gets here. Ooh, I like this lantern. I like this lantern a lot. It's very pretty artwork. It's by Hajime Kusashima. Finding that I enjoy their artwork a lot, I think. And that's from 2005. Then we have another lantern, also good. Kagamaru Himeno, also good artwork. I think, again, this to me, because it's like very watercolor, very like, it feels more like a painting, I guess. I don't know how else to put it. Like, it feels like it could be in a children's game, in a children's book. Children's book illustration is what that gives me, right? I don't know if I'm explaining it very well, but we have a Chincho, a Mitsuhiro Arita, I think, from 2007. I like the concept of it being like, it looks like it's in deep water, right? Because you have like just the very dim lighting and the glow, which makes sense given what Chincho and Lantern are supposed to be. They're supposed to be like, you know, deep water fish. Even though they definitely don't look like, what are they called? Wow, like, how come I can't think of what the actual fish is called? But like, the actual deep water fish, which is really freaky looking, and it freaks me the hell out. But thankfully, Lantern doesn't actually look like it. So, definitely prefer the art. Looks like it's more traditionally done than the 3D renders. Agreed. Very much agreed. Anglerfish. Thank you. Oh my gosh. How could I not think? How did I, like, lose that? But yes, anglerfish. Anglerfish freak me the hell out. So there's like, okay, I've talked before about how I have like mild, I don't know if mild's the right word. No, I don't think it's mild. I think I have full-blown submechanophobia. And they're spooky but so small and misunderstood. I guess, yeah, I think of them as being larger than they actually are. I guess they are actually pretty tiny. But like, so there is a ride at Disneyland that is like the submarine voyage or whatever, which like when I was real young, it was like kind of, it didn't have any like well, it had characters or whatever, but like the characters like just they weren't like, they weren't from anything, right? And at the very end of that, because you're like going deep, like you're supposed to be like, you're not actually going deeper or anything like that, it's just like effects or whatever, but it like, the ride has the effect that you're going deeper and you're going inside a building, and so that's when it gets like all dark and stuff. But like towards the end, there's like this big long build up where you just see like the tail of like, just like this big long tail of like a sea serpent, and like it's this big long build up, And I think the joke with it is supposed to be that, like, oh gosh, this thing is going to be really scary to look at. And then you get up to the front of it, it's like, just got this really goofy face. Except I think it's still really creepy. It's still really creepy if you ever look at a picture of what it looked like. But, anyways, I was always scared of that thing too. But that's also another submechanophobia thing. Anyways, I bring that up because at some point they rated it to be Finding Nemo related. And there's a jump scare at like a little over the halfway point of that ride where like it goes really dark because you're super deep, and then you see like the little floating light, and like Dory starts to like talk about like finding the light really pretty or whatever, and then like suddenly like it just flashes like this light, and it's the anglerfish, like real big, right in your window, like right in the viewport window, like as you're just like sitting there. And that absolutely, I would just go into full-blown panic in that ride, because it's real, especially because like part of the thing with submechanophobia is like the fear of being in that space in the water. Like the thought, like it's already scary to me being in the submarine, like seeing that, and then like I just have this thought of like being stuck in the water with it right there, with it just being there, and that utterly terrifies me. Like it's not even like a it's not even like it's a like it's not even animatronic. It's just like a static like model, like statue or whatever. Like it's not gonna do anything, right? It's not like it can get me, right? But like just the thought of the thing being there right next to me physically makes my skin crawl. I don't know how to describe it. It's a thing. So yeah, I have submechanophobia pretty bad. So anyways, all that to say, yes, you are correct that actual anglerfish are actually pretty small. Like they're actually really small, but like they're always depicted as being gigantic, and they're not. They're still really freaky looking though. It's a phobia. It's a rational fear. Yeah, of course. This is another Hajime Kusujima. This is a Matang, and it's from 2005. I've got a holographic one right below this. Right below this. Yeah, like it's one of those things that like I never really put that much thought into. Like, here, I can show off the little hollow background of that one, I think. But like I never put that much thought. Like I knew that stuff scared me. Like I just did, right? It was just always a thing. I never really questioned it. But like seeing like submechanophobia as a concept kind of trending and being talked about all the time, I was feeling like, oh, wait, this is an actual thing that I can say that I have. But like, it's definitely true. So, this is another Hajime Kusujima, and it's a Beldam. I really like the artwork on these also. Like, it's the lighting on that is really cool. Like, it's being lit from below like that. Hey, that's me. So like, I remember, I have a very strong memory of like being a little kid. Oh, this one's a Wingle. This is a Tomokazu Kamiya from 2005, I believe. Yeah. But like I have a really strong memory of being a little kid, and like I don't remember if it was so like obviously not that strong if I can't remember parts of it. But point being, you'll get what I'm getting at. Um, there was a place where we went to go swimming, like in a just like it was a large pool. I don't remember if it was somebody's house or if it was like a recreational area, like a center or something. I just remember the pool. And I remember swimming in that pool. And I remember this was around the time that I was supposed to, that like, I was being, like, I was trying to learn to swim better. And like, part of that was like, oh no, you need to open your eyes underwater. And like, I think I also used goggles occasionally, but like, the idea being like no, in order to like, obviously if you try to like swim underwater and you just have your eyes closed tightly the entire time, that's not going to work. Anyways, so I think this was around the time that like I got goggles for swimming. And there in that pool, along the wall of the deepest part of it, there was like tile mosaics, like artwork and stuff. And thank you for the hydrate, Binehouse. And one of those mosaics was of a shark. And I don't think I had been down, I think either because of the lighting or because of the, just because of where it was, I had, and the fact that like, you know, I hadn't really been swimming with my eyes open underwater. I don't think, like, I think I may have been, like, vaguely aware that, like, there was some stuff on the walls down there, but I hadn't ever seen it clearly. And I remember swimming down there for the first time, and just, as I'm swimming towards there, just seeing this, like, it wasn't even, like, a super realistic shark, but it was still a shark on the wall of this thing. And I remember panicking and, like, immediately surfacing and, like somebody having to like come like pull me out of the pool. You smell cardboard. Hello, Zen. How's it going? We are almost done sleeving these. I only have a couple left. Cute nails. Aw, thank you, Zen. I appreciate it. So we have a War Turtle by Atsuka Nishida from 2006. You're good. I'm glad to hear that. How was your weekend? Hello, Last Cosmic. How's it going? I hope you're doing well. How's your weekend been? We have a Vaporeon holographic. I like this a lot. It's really pretty. Ooh, this card has also seen better days, actually. I just realized. So those of you who are asking how these things stayed in good shape, they don't all. They didn't all. Apparently. So it's from 2006 and it's Masakazu Fukuda. You fucked up your sleep schedule last night and played Token until 5 a.m. I am jealous. I'm so jealous of all the people who managed to get into that beta, because I did not, so I have not played it, but I understand. We have a Totodile. We have 4 more left and 3 of them are the same thing. So it's a Totodile by Shinichi Yashikawa. I think this might be the Battle Revolution render. Maybe. Sucre's not getting into Token is an injustice. I mean, it wasn't an open beta, so like, I understand not everybody was going to get it, and it was probably done fairly randomly, so RNG was just not on my side. But it's still kind of a shame. It's okay. It's okay. I'll get to play it eventually. It'll happen. Whether that's in a future beta or when the game comes out for reals. So, but I've heard very good things apparently Miss Marvel is a menace, and I'm okay with that because I'm going to play her. So but how did you enjoy the beta, Zen? How did it go? For a Shoto, Cap has a lot of sauce. Really interesting. We have a Tentacruel. This is our last card by Hisao Nakamura, and it's from 2004. And with that, that is the last of our cards to sleeve. I did not, in fact, run out of sleeves, so that's good. But that is it. Overall, it was good. You think auto combos are way too strong. Interesting. Okay, good to hear. Well, good to hear that it was good. You hope they tone it down a little. I'm sure they will. Oof, man. It is wild to me how much more space these things do take up once they're sleeved. So, I will maybe need to find another place for these guys. Because I don't think they're gonna fit in the lunchbox they came out of, but that's okay. Rubbery characters sometimes freak you out, but you're so impressed with how cute and cool they animated Miss Marvel's nudely attacked. She looks great. Yeah, like that's the thing. Like, look, Tokon is lacking currently in cute characters. So Miss Marvel being there basically guaranteed that I'm going to play her. So, and so I'm glad that like the animations look good and all that. Plus, like, I don't know. I think her power set is kind of neat, and I'm curious how she'll feel for me to play, because I think she's, like, character-wise, she's not necessarily the kind of character I would normally play, playstyle-wise, but, like, I don't know, I also saw that level 3 of hers, and I was like, well, I'm playing her, obviously. Alright. Yep. Is it level 3? Is that how the supers work? Are they level 1s and level 3s? I'm not sure, but her, like, cinematic super, I guess. I don't know. Her, like, she'd get real big. Anyways. So, that's the cards. I don't have any more. I don't have any more to go through. So, we still have, like, half of stream left, so that's is what it is. I think my cat might be doing something in the background, so I apologize if that's audible. Time to fold them again. So yeah, with that, I guess this is now just a chatting stream, just with some visual elements if you guys want them. Long cinematics like level 3 Star-Lord. I mean, so okay, they are level 3s then. Okay. Is just for my collection, or I plan on selling? I mean, they're kind of for my own collection. I'm not opposed to selling, I guess. I don't necessarily know what are we chatting about. Well, I just finished sleeving all these cards. Actually, I finished sleeving all of these. These were just the last ones that we hadn't gotten to yet, so now they're sleeved. So that's good. Yeah, like a while back while I was cleaning, I found this, like, I found this lunchbox in my room, And as I was like just opening stuff up and seeing what was in stuff, I was like, oh my gosh, I apparently just was keeping a bunch of Pokemon cards in here. And they were naked Pokemon cards. So I was like, well, I can't have that. So I was like, actually, sleeving these things might be kind of ooh, that's actually not a bad sound there. Hang on. Just like brushing against the plastic. It's a time capsule, kinda, yeah. But in any case, they have all been sleeved now. So, outside of that, we were talking about Tokon. The fact that a lot of people got into the beta this weekend, and I am not one of them, so I didn't get to play it. Love the MOP lunchbox. Ah, thank you. I like Pinkie Pie. She's cute and funny and silly. She was always my favorite. So but at this point now, I mean, if you guys have any trigger requests, you're sorry. About the beta. It's fine. Like I said, I'll get to play it eventually. Ooh, okay. We have a trigger request from Fed. What do we got? Because, like I said, we've got the visual element here, so if you want some typing, or if you want, like, I mean, I've got plenty of plastic to crinkle at this point now with the packaging of all this stuff, so there's that. There is, ooh, actually, now that I'm looking, I'm not 100% certain where my, you're not sure how this works, but you've never redeemed it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So the way that works is I give you some words of encouragement and affirmation. So here's what I'll say, Fad. If you don't have anything in particular you would like for this, specifically, then I can do something just generic, and that's fine. That's totally fine. But if you have something in particular that you are working on or struggling with or going through that you would like some affirmations, okay, generic is fine. Absolutely, absolutely. Fad, you're doing a great job. You are. Life can be difficult. We have our individual challenges and struggles, but you are more than enough to tackle those in your own life, and I believe wholeheartedly in your ability to do that. You are a wonderful person, and I very much enjoy having you here to chat. You're super, super fun to banter with as I do my streams, and I'm very, very happy that you're here. Hang in there, Fad. Whether it's some work you have to get through, or a particular struggle of the personal variety, whatever that might be, you'll make it through it. You'll get to the other side and be that much stronger of a person because of it. You're doing good. You are good. You are enough. You are valuable. Thank you so very much, Fed. Thank you for being you. And that's kind of how that one goes. So, like I said, I can tailor those. I can tailor those a little bit more specifically if people are dealing with something that they want some reassurances on more specifically, because obviously, I don't know what you guys are going through necessarily. Sometimes I do, if we've talked about it in the past, but often I don't. But it's also always true that if somebody's always dealing with something at any given time, so I can always do blanket statements in that regard, because honestly, you guys also deserve to hear that, regardless of whether it's super specific or not. Sometimes just hearing that you are worthwhile and valuable as you are, because I fully believe that for every single one of you. I think we're all just doing our best. So anyways, she was yours too, her and Fluttershy. Yes, oh my god, Fluttershy and Pinky were definitely both my favorites. You remember using some straws and hit water to restyle some pony hair so the dolls actually look... Yeah, that was always the thing. The dolls never looked like accurate, but like you could kind of get them there with some styling for sure. Like you could get them there. Yeah, so no, those two were my favorite. I also shipped the ever-living shit out of the two of them, so there's that. So but they were fun. I like them. I went through, I had my pony phase for sure, like, which is why it's funny to me that like the Umusme thing is like hitting like as hard as it is. It's like, horse girls are trending again. Oh my gosh, hang on, what year is it? So, but yeah, Fluttershy and Pinky were like my favorites of like the main cast. But like I had a very soft spot for Trixie, even though she was like in one episode early on, and then like took forever for her to come back, but like I loved her. We are in a horse revival. It's true. But yeah, no, I loved Trixie. Oh my gosh. But then like, so like I got really into Equestria Girls when that hit, and like Sunset Shimmer is my jam. She is my absolute favorite. Like if we're talking like all throughout the entire thing, like Sunset's my favorite. But anyways, it's fine. So I'm realizing that I don't actually know where some of my stuff is for ASMR triggers, which is not a great situation to be in the middle of an ASMR stream, but that's okay. It's nice to see y'all passionate. Well, thank you. You can see what kind of character I like. Yes. Look. Sunset fits a particular type that I am kind of into, let's just say. But yeah, let me see here. I'm just like trying to look around for like things I can do stuff with. Actually, I can do some button pressing. That's been a minute. Actually, hang on, Sucky Bunny. You might, I don't know if you've seen this. I don't know if you've seen that I did this. This is my leverless controller. And you might recognize the artwork that's on it. I made that overlay for myself. Obviously, like, I put together the whole thing for that, but our wonderful friend Sucky Bunny did this drawing, and I like it so much. So this is my leverless controller for fighting games. Nice looking hitbox, thank you. I like it a lot. So in terms of Grand Blue, we've got, you know, our directionals. So like left, down, right. Wait, yes, that's right. Left, down, right. Up is down here. These two buttons I don't use in Grand Blue. But then we've got light, medium, heavy, unique, special input, throw, mainly because I can push these two and get the super. I never use the throw button on its own. I always just do this for throwing, but I have this specifically for the super inputs. This is what I've been using to beat your ass. Well, you know. And then I've got my block button over here and my dash button right there. So I have this for dashing. But for the most part, my hands are usually kind of like here. But it's kind of fun because, like, here, let me see if I can. There's one more part to this that I think is super neat. Hang on, I gotta get the thing to plug in. All right. So check this out. This is really cool. Buttons sound so nice. I'll definitely do more of them. So there's this little panel right here, this little screen, and it shows what buttons are being pushed at any given moment, which is cool and all. It's kind of whatever, but I found out you can modify the startup art that plays, because I think normally it just like has like the logo or whatever for like the type of controller it is, but you can actually make it whatever you want. I mean, within reason. And I did this. Let me see if it. Oh. Thank you for the Prime sub, Gladiator. I appreciate it. Alright, I'm gonna wait for that to go away so you guys can see this. Alright. Oh, it didn't quite show. I think you can probably you could see the gist of what it was, but it's a little hard to see. But yeah, it also it's up. So I think that's cool. But yeah, for anybody who couldn't actually see it, it was my little bear head. Those are nice sounding, actually, in the 3D mic. I like that. Coolest controller. I like it a lot. I think if I put this directly underneath, does that kind of work? I think it does. It's not quite, like, it's almost like a typing sound, but not quite, huh? Whoops. Let me see if I lower this just a little bit more. I actually haven't played any any rhythm games on this thing since getting it. I need to. It's been a minute since I've played anything. Should probably try like some Mustache or something on it. Which like usually for like Mustache, I have like, I use this for like the bottom bit and then like these buttons for like the top. So then like I can kind of go like, so like obviously you like go down and you go up, and like if it's super fast, like I can do even like 3 like pianoing. Okay, let me take this back up. I want this microphone to actually be up close here again. Thank you for the bit while running. Unfortunately, the throwing does not happen on ASMR streams, but I appreciate the bit regardless. Spin but quiet. No throw and no noise. I was prepared, in fact. So I like this because, like, so you have, like, the actual, like, game buttons. Well, all of them are game buttons, but the actual, like, buttons I'm going to be using in-game do have this, like, very soft sound to them. It's interesting because, like, my previous hitbox was, like, very clicky. This one's a little less clicky. But we do have, like, the start, back, and home buttons right here. And these ones are very clicky. I'm doing inputs now. Anyways, so I like this a lot. I'm very happy with this controller. You need a favor? Cancel work tomorrow? Cancel your work tomorrow? So swift. Or my work. I mean, the answer to both is I don't think I can do that, but yes, understandable. Both, to be honest. I wish I could. I already am taking Tuesday off because I have a medical appointment in the morning. So I've already got a shorter work week, but okay, let me see here. So that is my fighting game controller. And then this is the controller I'm using for basically everything else. So, which also has some very good noises, honestly. If I took Tuesday off, might as well do the whole week. I wish it worked that way. Genuinely. I wish it worked that way. So, I guess My question for you guys in chat is, would you like me to keep being on this screen with the hand cam and stuff and have the ability to do some visual stuff? Or should I go back to the just chatting screen and we focus on chatting and audio triggers? I might do some readings of things. What do you guys want? What would you like? What sounds enjoyable tonight? What would you like? We don't often have the hand cam on, so it allows for some like more visual elements to things. Like, do like some full on like hand motions. Although the way this camera is positioned, that's a little tricky because like I usually think of like the I like the kind of like energy pulling kind of thing. Option 1 sounds like you have the best of both worlds. It's true. It is true. I just tend to I worry that like if the hand cam is on and I'm not doing anything with it like visually, and it's like, is that weird? Is that weird for people? Are people like, wait, why is there nothing here? Why is there nothing going on? What's the point of the hand cam if you don't see the hands? I don't know. Also, I'm like trying to put here. Let me find what was the prettiest card we found in here. Let me see here. The trainer cards. I mean, the trainer cards are interesting to me because they're like either there's nothing going on in them or there's like some really cool artwork. Get a small analog lock to keep the visuals engaged. Wait, what? What is that? Wait, huh? Oh, like work on a lock or something? Like a pocket watch. Let me see here. What was it? Like, there was a couple like really pretty ones in here that I really enjoyed. Trying to think of which ones they were. Starmie was really good. Yeah, let's put that Starmie up top. Oh wow, a Starmie. And I mean, I guess I could go back through. Okay, how about this? How about, now that we've gotten all these sleeved, I can come back through this box and we can look at what the best, like, I can separate all of, like, the hollows and stuff, and I can talk about what I think the best artworks were in here. So let's start here, okay? I really liked this Starmie a lot. I think that's really pretty. And the Star U was also really good, right? These went together. So like those are good. I like those a lot. So I think also I wonder how, I think to some degree there's a little bit of satisfying nature to just cycling through cards. That's a hollow. That's a hollow. That's a hollow. This one was also pretty. I liked that one too. So here's going to be a little stack of holographics right there. Although I guess this was also a holographic. Did I miss any hollows in here? I probably did, to be honest. Let me see. I have to pay a little closer attention to them. I don't think there were any more, actually. I think that was all of them. Melatonin in time to wind down. Melatonin is nice. I take it occasionally to help me get sleepy. It's one of those things that I guess is like the science on whether or not they actually work is somewhat inconclusive. This is kind of in the middle here. This is both an artwork I really like and it's a hollow. Here, you know what? I'm gonna put it over here. But like, to whatever degree they are like placebo effects, or whether they are actually genuinely a thing that works. It works for me, so that's the important part, right? If it's actually doing what you need it to do, then that's it. I agree. I'm pretty sure it works too. I mean, like I said, it works for me, and that's the important thing. Alright, let's see. Okay, let's get this. The cards are slippery once they're... There's no way it's a placebo using given colors. Well, I mean... I just remember I've seen things being like, does melatonin actually blah 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 blah. I'm like, well, I don't know, makes me sleepy. So Manaphy, I like Manaphy a lot. So let's see here, what other super pretty cards can we find? There's another holographic. Maybe on adults because we have the willpower to fight. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong thing. Maybe it's not melatonin. What is the thing that's apparently in Turkey and is like people think is the reason why you get sleepy after Thanksgiving dinner? I thought that was melatonin, but now that I'm saying that, I'm not sure that it is. I think that might be something different, actually. And maybe that's what I'm conflating with melatonin. But like, I have also just straight up taken melatonin for getting myself sleepy, so. But there's like, I think there's another chemical or something that I'm maybe conflating there as something different. Oh, I do like this particular Ivysaur here. That's it. Tryptophan, I guess. Yeah, that's probably what I was thinking of. And I have several holographic Beedrills, and I don't even like that Pokemon. So let's see here. The Beldums are kind of nice. The Cyndaquil is cute. I like the Cyndaquil. Makes sense. Well, I think it was one of those things that's like that chemical people were saying was like, oh, this is the reason why you get sleepy after Thanksgiving dinner. And when realistically it's more just like if you eat a lot of anything, you're going to get sleepy, right? Because like your body is spending energy trying to digest. So it's more along the lines of that. But also, I conflated that with melatonin, and it's a different thing. It's a different chemical, so. Ooh, I also like these guys. These are cute. I like the mixed media, where like you have like what looks like models along a like illustrated background. make sure that I'm a little careful with these. Is it the lighting or are those shiny nails? No, my nails are shiny. Let's see if I can... I don't know how easy it is to see them with this camera, but... Hello, Ian. Let me see if I put them against my sleeve there. They are sparkly and pink. It's basically glitter, like a glitter polish. It's a little bit more transparent towards the base. The tips are super glittery. So, I like them. What element do I gravitate to in terms of like Pokemon? I mean, mostly like psychic and fairy tend to, I mean, that was, if you remember my Pokemon, wait, yellow border cards there, hang on, let me see, I just saw that coming in on the YouTube side. They're banned. Wait, really? Are yellow border cards banned? Is that a thing? Like I said, I haven't really played in a very long time. I didn't realize that was a thing. Your local league be like? Is there a reason for that? I had no idea. I reminded you missed the thumbhole sleeves, your waffle top. I like thumbhole sleeves. I like them. They're comfy. And especially when it's cooler out, it's nice because like my hands get cold like very easily, like to the point that Suzu has commented on that before when she like holds my hand and they're like freezing cold to her and she's like, what is going on? What is with your circulation? Apparently my circulation is pretty bad. So cooler, meanwhile you were sweating last week. It got nice and cool over the last week here, although I think it's warming back up again. We're not 100% into like full on into fall yet. Oh, we're doing through these. Okay. Like we're not entirely there yet, but we're getting there for sure. But yeah, are the yellow border, like, is that like a normal thing? Like yellow border Pokemon? Because like it'd be just the older ones, right? Are the older cards banned for some reason? Salutations. Pokemon TCG has always had an expiration date when it comes to officially sanctioned play, the standard format, if you will, ever since the English's unification with Japan. Really? I had no idea. Well, that means that all of my cards, I think, are not fit for standard play, apparently. So, that's a thing. Which, I mean, like I said, I don't really play anymore. It's been years. Like, I basically haven't really played since I was in, like, school. Silver border, a lot of yellow border cards from Sword and Shield are no longer tournament legal. Casual plays doesn't matter. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense, for sure. No, I guess that makes sense when I think about it, but like... Hello, Papa Spade, welcome in. Hello, hello. How are you doing tonight? What were you doing? You were playing some Destiny 2? How was your stream? I hope you're having a wonderful evening. How are you doing, Papa Spade? Welcome in, welcome in. Okay, let me see here. I saw a couple things in here. The Shepard cards, I like the artwork of a lot. Is there anything in here I really, pretty good. You got 2 people through the new raid for their first time. That's awesome. Yeah, I forget, like, Destiny 2 is like an MMO, isn't it? Kind of. I've never played the Destiny games. It's like an MMO shooter kind of thing, right? Am I correct about that? Am I sounding like super ignorant right now? I probably am. Fret not, those cards are beyond their competitive value because they also encapsulate a simpler time when we were less stressed, maybe, or just me perhaps. Like, that's a mood though. I have fond memories of like gathering around at lunch at school in the library and just playing like with people like at school. It's free for most of the content, and yes, highly recommend against playing though. It's addictive. No, that's fair. I don't really have a ton of room. Is this a holographic? Hang on. I think it might be. Yes, it is. Okay. I also really like Ralph, so we're putting it over there. Oh, also this is really cute artwork too, so we're doing that too. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of room in my life anymore for, that's also adorable, god damn it, for MMO style things, like games that require a large time investment. It's difficult. But thank you so much again for the raid, Papa Spade. And hello to your raiders. If you are not familiar with me, my name is Sucrose Yiri Shigeki, also known as Sucrose Collision. I'm a grizzly bear VTuber and a variety streamer, and I mostly focus on retro style content, but I do a little bit of everything. On Sunday nights, we do cozier content, sometimes full-blown ASMR, like tonight, and other times we do some cozier gaming with some kind of chill and comfy games. Tonight I was going through, I had a lunchbox full of unsleeved Pokemon cards, and so I was sleeving them all. They've all been sleeved now, so now I'm just kind of going through them and picking out the holographics and just ones whose artworks I like. And we're just going to poke through them because, you know, it's fun. So, yet now we gather around Costco's wrestling scalpers just to get a chance to get a Pokemon trading card product. On September 26th, we fight at dawn. I know it became, like, very much a thing. Like, I'm wondering if the music has maybe been too quiet this whole time. I'm looking at this right now. Let me turn that up just a little bit, actually. But, like, I know, like, it's wild trying to actually buy cards now. Like, it's a little insane. But, yes, Papa Spade, if you and your raiders need to raid and run, I completely understand. Please take care of yourselves post-stream. But if you do want to hang out for some cozy times, looking at some cards, and just chatting, you're more than welcome to be here. And I'm super happy to have you. Thank you again so much for the raid. Papa Spade. The Papa Spade raid. If you have a particular ASMR trigger you'd like to ask for, just let me know. Don't worry about your channel points. As a thank you for the raid, I'd be happy to do that for you. Okay, I can do this reading for you, Dr. Smug. Hang on 1 second. Phanpy, the long-nosed Pokemon. This Pokemon lives and nests on a riverbank. After playing in the mud, it won't be able to settle down unless it washes its body. So, now I'm second guessing turning the music up. I might drop it down just a hair. But yeah, let me know if you have a particular redeem you would like, Papa Spade. And thank you again for the raid. I hope you have a wonderful night if you do need to get going. I have a lot of trainer cards with very generic artwork. Lotab, Lumbra. Oh, there's a holographic Venusaur. Once again, on the Twitch end of things, we should, for the most part, be ad-free tonight. From what I understand, the ASMR category should not be playing ads, despite what SiriBot might be saying. But we do appreciate our wonderful bot very much. It serves a very, very good purpose, and we appreciate it being there, even if it may not be correct tonight. There's another Yukimori. I always have to like put the Yukimori cards aside because Ketchup likes them, and usually on Sunday nights he makes an appearance. I do see him in chat down there, but also I know he's streaming right now, so. Mudkip, aw, I like them. I heard you like them. But yeah, like, I know the act of trying to, like, buy Pokemon cards now is kind of nuts. Like, it's gotten insane, from what I understand. Which is why I'm not particularly eager to be in current Pokemon TCG stuff. These are all old cards, definitely. But there's something very nostalgic about these things. Like I said, just the act of... Oh, that's a cute card. I like that. Oh, that's another holo right there. We got more Yukimoris. Just like memories of gathering around the like courtyard in my middle school and then the library at high school and just playing with what we had. Nobody was like really got concerned with like meta. I'm sure some people like were all in on that and positive, but we, like my friends and I weren't. We just mostly collected the artwork. Like again, like I collected these cards for the artwork, not so much for the strength of the card or the rarity. Although obviously it was always exciting when you pulled something rare, right? I told the story more than once about going to like the little mini like Pokemon event that was like not really a con, but it felt kind of like a convention, like a little mini convention at like a mall. And like in addition to, you know, a lot of other things, it had like, I think it was a tournament actually. Like primarily I think the event was there for tournament play. But like I just went because I liked Pokemon, and hello Crystalline Void, thank you so much for the first time chat. Welcome in. I hope you're having a wonderful night and a wonderful weekend. But yeah, I went again mostly just because I liked Pokemon. And I remember, I think I got a Mew at that event. Thank you so much for the bits while running, even though they will not throw at my face right now because it's the ASMR stream. But I appreciate the bits regardless. And like, yeah, I did get a Mew, like added to my game, my cartridge. Like they did that for everybody who walked in the door, basically. You feel lied to even though I told you earlier. I did tell you earlier, so you really shouldn't be surprised. But I went and, like, you know, walking around looking at, like, playing Pokemon cards with people who were there. Although, like, I think it was long enough ago that I don't remember exactly how I did. I'm positive I got my butt kicked a bunch because, like, I was just a little kid, and I mean, I guess not like that little. I was like early teens. Preteen, I guess, maybe. I don't remember exactly how old I was, but, you know, not like super little kid. And I remember, I don't think I have this card anymore, but I have told this story before. This is not a new story. It's just that some of you already know where the story is going. One of the things that was there was, like, a bunch of people had, like, Japanese cards before these things were, you know, combined into, like, so a lot of the Japanese card artwork was different, right? And, like, I think there probably is still some, like, censoring, for lack of a better word, of some of the artwork, but it was, like, way more common at that point. And there was a particular card from one of the early sets called Misty's Tears. And if you're familiar at all with those old sets, especially with the difference between artwork in those sets, yeah, somebody had one of those, and it blew my little gay baby mind. So I traded for it. I traded something probably very, like, good for it, I imagine. I don't remember what I actually traded for it, but I imagine I got ripped off pretty hard. But, like, I was like, no, I think this artwork's really pretty. It has nothing to do with the fact that Missy's not wearing any clothes and I'm, like, in the course of having my gay awakening. Don't worry about it. I just think it's really pretty artwork. I think it's really pretty, and I like Misty, and that's all it is, guys. And my friends were, like, teasing me relentlessly. So yeah, that's the story of how I wound up with a Japanese card. But, like, how am I doing tonight? I'm doing wonderfully. How about you? I'm a little tired because it's been a busy weekend for me, but happy to be here with you guys. Oh my goodness, and there he is, the boy himself. Hello, Ketchup. Welcome in. How are you doing tonight? How was your ASMR stream? I hope it was good. Ketchup Raid. Ketchup Raid, hello. How are you doing? I hope it was a wonderful, wonderful stream. Hello, everybody who came in with Ketchup's Raid. If you're not familiar with me, my name is Sucrose Shigeki, also known as Sucrose Collision. I'm a grizzly bear VTuber and a variety streamer, and I mostly focus on retro-style content. I have a side focus in fighting games, mostly Grambly Rising, but on Sunday nights, we do ASMR content or cozy content. They are somewhat interchangeable. Not entirely, obviously, but somewhat. My hands are very cute this evening. Aw, thank you. Pretty tired as well. Doing a little graphic design project right now. Oh, that's fun. I've been doing a lot of, so like I went to school for graphic design. Never got my degree, but I did go do it for a while. Wait, sorry. I'm so sorry. I missed stuff over on the YouTube end. Just noticed these are all like Gen 4 and previous cards there. Yeah, from like 2004 through 2007, I think is the span. Your last connection with the Pokemon TCG was during the Black and White era when they first introduced Dragon-type cards. Dark Explorer's the last pack you opened. Yeah, I also played a lot of the... I need to get back into the mobile game. I haven't played it for a minute, but like I did get pulled back into it for sure that same way. But catch up raid, hello DJ. But yeah, catch up if you and your raiders need to raid and run. I completely understand. Please take care of yourselves post stream. But if you want to hang out for some more ASMR and some more cozy times, you're more than welcome to be here, and I'm super happy to have you. Thank you again so much for the raid, catch up, and as usual, if you have a particular redeem you would like from me, please let me know. Also, catch up, I have been setting aside all of the Yukimori ones I've been coming across. We did finish up, oh my goodness, thank you so much, CK. Oh, does my alert thing not know what to do with a conversion from Prime to a Tier 1? Interesting, but thank you so much. Thank you so very much, CK. I appreciate that. Yeah, I guess maybe my alerts don't know what to do with that. But yeah, I've been setting aside all of the Yukimori cards because we oh, this one's not a Yukimori actually. It's just similar. Because I know that you enjoy these ones. I just realized these are not identical. There's a lot to keep up with recent changes, but you know, if I ever felt the itch to play Pokemon, the official pre-constructed decks were a lot of fun. Well, yes, they are Ditto, but like they're both like it's the same artwork, like the same model, just from two different angles, and that's kind of wild to me. They are also slightly different cards, so that's interesting. I just didn't notice that on the first time. But yes, I can absolutely give you some smooches. Give me one moment. I am out of water here, actually. Are they from the same set? I don't know. Let me take a look. Actually, that makes me wonder if the other Ditto cards that I have duplicates of also have the same thing. They don't. Okay, whoops. Let me see here. We've got these two here. So they might not be from the same set, actually. No, they are from two different sets. Yeah. One of these is from 2005 and the other is from 2006. That's really interesting, actually. So I wonder if when they did these, if they took a bunch of different angled shots and just, like, obviously they picked one, right, for the 2005, and then in 2006 they might have just been like, well, we have these alternate shots. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's what actually happened there, but in any case, give me one moment. to take a drink real quick. So, okay, here we go. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. There you go, ketchup. I hope that was good. Oh, I guess I can... This is my Yeti mug that I'm drinking water out of now that my fizzy is gone. But... Of course. Yeah, I've got... Whoops, hopefully that wasn't too loud. Got some Bridget, and Isagi, and me. Anyways, let me see here. But yeah, I do need to try to get back into the mobile game again. I mean, I guess I don't need to, but... But yeah, we finished sleeving all of the cards. So now I'm just going back through and like finding like some of the artwork I particularly like, or the hollows, and just kind of setting those aside. Oh, I kind of like that one a lot. This, I think I may have talked about this. How many people have seen Odd Taxi? I've talked about it before, but like this makes me think of like the opening to Odd Taxi, especially with like the like skyline in like the nighttime like city skyline in the background. You gotta watch it. It's so good. It's such a good show. It's a really good anime. But like, here, hang on, can I, if I try to pull this up, because like, so with this particular artwork in mind, so I think, I should have a window, hang on. Let me see here. If I open this up here, let me see. Is it maybe this one? There. So like, well, hang on, if I, yeah, there it is. So like with like kind of the, I don't know, it just makes me think of this. I also, such a good opening and such a good series. I love the series so much. It's so good. Anyways. But that's what that makes me think of. Sorry to raid and run. Gotta do some cleanup, get ready for bed. Absolutely. Thank you so much for the lurk support, catch up. I really do appreciate it. And thank you so much again for the raid. Have a wonderful night, catch up. Good night. Anyways, that's what this makes me think of. The EV cards are also all really cute. They're very, very good cards. Ooh, another hollow. Not really to any particular end doing this, just kind of wanted to go through and find all the holographics and artwork I particularly like. At this point, since we're done sleeving. Oh, apologies for that. Sorry, guys. I muted in time. I needed to sneeze there. But I don't think the microphone picked it up. So, we're fine. I think we're fine. Okay. At least I hope the microphone didn't pick it up. So, let me see here. Didn't? Okay, that's good. That's good. But yeah, I'm sort of like, I want, part of me, you sneeze at the restaurant. Yeah, it happens. Like, I kind of want to get back into the mobile TCG again. It's a lot of fun, and it definitely like pokes a very particular nostalgia bit of my brain. However, I also realize I could very quickly get addicted, so when we were at Disneyland early this year, I played it a lot while we were in line waiting for things. It was just very good time passer. I could do like some matches and stuff in line. Got more hollows. But it's also been a minute and a half since I've played it at all earlier this year. I'm a little concerned that I'm probably like way behind on like, I probably like, well, not probably, I definitely don't have cards that are current with whatever's going on, I think. Probably not, at least. I mean, I don't know. To some degree, maybe it doesn't matter. But also, to some degree, maybe it matters a lot. So, I don't know. But, I mean, I wouldn't be playing competitively. I mean, not like hyper competitively or anything like that if I was going to do it. It'd kind of just be just for fun if I did. I'm not sure if I should, maybe I should, like, look up exactly how much these are worth. My goal was never really to like try to sell these or make money on them, right? But it probably wouldn't be a terrible idea to take a look Obviously I don't want to get rid of everything, but it's not like I'm doing anything with these, so you never know if I have anything particularly, I guess, rare in here that I didn't know about. It's probably worth taking a look. Granted, I'm not expecting anything. I imagine most of these probably aren't worth much of anything. Especially since they're not current. They're not current, and like they're old, but they're not like super old, right? They're not like first run, right? Like I imagine those things probably sell for a lot more. Like I said, these are old, but they're like, they're not that old. Ooh, that's a really pretty one. I like the ones where like the artwork is doing something kind of unique, I think. Alright, I'm almost done poking back through these. And then we can kind of go back through them again, I guess. And I am going to start putting the ones that I didn't set aside back into the box, just so they're not all spread out across my desk. But also, I guess, just to throw this out there, because I know I've got a couple of them in my chat right now, my fighting game friends in chat, Grand Blue players, what have you guys been working on this weekend? And how's it been going? Or have you guys all been lucky enough to get into that Togon beta? I worked a little bit more on my Zoe in Grand Blue. She's doing okay. I'm in S++4 with her now, I think. There's some ridiculously strong players in the ranked queues this weekend, though, so I didn't really get very far. That's okay, though. I mean, it happens. You're about to start Strive soon after Silksong? Yeah, I know. Silksong also probably kept a lot of people occupied this weekend, too, I'm sure. But yeah, I've got S++ on weekends tends to be tough. Yeah, well, like, there's definitely a lot of extremely strong players in that queue. And that's a really pretty Worlds card. Yeah, I like this too, actually. I wish I had the Gardevoir that went with this. I'd be curious to see what it looks like. Like, I think earlier today, because I was in the queue earlier today. Like somebody was working on their Lunalu rank climb, and it was just like, as soon as I see that, if I see a Lunalu in S++, especially if it's like not a lot of, well, wait, actually no, you don't actually get levels associated with Lunalu, huh? It just gives you the associated levels for those characters. But regardless, like, if I see a Lunalu in S++, I'm scared. Because, like, somebody doing that grind, like, you don't do that unless you know what you're doing. Or unless you're just that confident that you've got that good of a handle on the cast. Because the people who don't either got stupid lucky on their RNG, or they didn't make it up to S++. So, yeah, I got destroyed by them. utterly. Like 4 times in a row. Weekend was a bit busy, so you only had time for ToeCon. You hadn't played much fighting games for a few weeks. Felt good though. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad that your ToeCon experience was fun. Mostly still just playing Grand Blue on my end. ToeCon PC beta 1. Wait, was the beta just on console? Was it not on PC? That might explain why I didn't get in. It was only PS5. Well, that explains that. Well, no wonder I didn't get in. I don't have a PS5, so... Yeah, so then I'm waiting for the PC beta. Had to watch Azure have fun. Yeah. Sad times. Yeah, I know Azure was playing a lot of it. But it sounds like it was good. So that's good, I suppose. So here we've got... These were just some artworks that I particularly liked. These are all of my Yukamori cards. Since Catch Up likes these in particular. Your partner is close to Master for Lancelot, though. That's fantastic. When you get back into it again, you'll be on Anilla still? Anilla is, not gonna lie, a little bit of a struggle. However, I think she's still perfectly viable. Sure thing, Dr. Smug. Give me one moment. Cubchoo, the chill Pokemon. Many of the species can be found along the shorelines of cold regions. If a Cubchoo lacks dangling snot, there's a chance it is sick. Okay, so let's take a look at these hollows again real quick. So we've got Duskull, Torchic, Gengar, Typhlosion, Phanpy, Makuhita, Larvitar, Seadra, Swampert, Roserade, Infernape, Shinx, Combee, Shiftry, Crawdont, Nidoqueen, Beldum, Aggron, Aron, another Aron, Ninetales. That's really pretty. I like that a lot. Ekans, Barboach, Eevee, Bidoof, Golem, Snorlax, Whismur, Tauros, Starly, Slaking, Rayquaza, Porygon 2, Manaphy, Hoothoot, Staraptor, Weasel, another Bidoof, Jirachi, yes, more Pokemon Rub, yeah, Muck, Cadilly, Venusaur, Unknown, Gardevoir, Ampharos, Turtwig, Sceptile, Mew, another Rayquaza, Hypno, Hypno, Deoxys, Typhlosion, Beedrill, another Beedrill, Mew, Empoleon, several of them, Piplup, another Manaphy, Gligar, Metang, Slowking, Plusle, and Minun. She's just so cute. It will be a struggle. It's hard to find ranked matches that aren't super laggy. When you're in, you mostly play people in the OCE Grambly Discord. That's very fair. Yeah, I mean, so like lower rank, or like, I think until you get to like A rank to S rank, I think the queues are not super full, and that's with, that's in the North America queues. I imagine the Oceanic ones are probably much harder. I mean, I guess if you like open your matchmaking up further for like getting matches in like the US, you could probably find more people, but then at that point, like you said, it's super laggy, and that can be kind of rough, for sure. So let me see here. I just really, so these were all the artworks I decided I really liked. I like there's something about this in particular. I think it's the way that the background is here for the Ralts and the Kirlia that feels very like, almost like traditional, like Japanese print kind of thing going on there. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but like something about it. I think also like the little, let me see here. Are they supposed to be like, I think it's a fire aura. I think that's what that is. But like the little lines coming off of them feels very like, I don't know. It's interesting to me. I like them. Anyways, is the point. I don't know, should I do the poker app as an ASMR reading? Hang on, should I do that? That might not be a terrible way for us to end out the night. That might be good. I would have to look up the full thing, actually. Would be great, actually. There are 3 poker apps, apparently. Alright. How good am I at rapping? Terrible, but I can read. Okay. I think, in that case, what we might do here is I might just come back over here for this as we close out. Right, because we're about 10 minutes away from midnight. So this, what I will also say is that if anybody wants to put in any trigger requests, this is the time to do it as we close out. However, I'll go ahead and start with this, and if there's any other redeems after that, we'll get those going, and if there's not, then we will probably look for something to read out to. So, alright. Alrighty. So, to wrap us up, no pun intended, have a good one while running. Alright. Here we go. This is the Kanto Pokérap. I will read it in full, including all of the stuff that's not the actual Pokemon. Okay, guys. We gotta wrap some Pokemon. You just do the singing. I'll take care of the hard parts. Let's get it on. I want to be the best there ever was. To beat all the rest, yeah, that's my cause. Electrode, Diglett, Nidoran, Mankey, Venusaur, Rattata, Bureau, Pidgey, Seaking, Jolteon, Dragonite, Ghastly, Ponyta, Vaporeon, Poliwrath, Butterfree. Catch 'em, gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon. I'll search across the land, look far and wide, release from my hand the power that's inside. Venomoth, Poliwag, Nidorina, Golduck, Ivysaur, Grimer, Victreebel, Moltres, Nidoking, Farfetch'd, Abra, Jigglypuff, Kingler, Rhyhorn, Clefable, Wigglytuff. Catch 'em, gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon. Trying to do that quietly is a thing. Zubat, Primeape, Meowth, Onix, Geodude, Rapidash, Magneton, Snorlax, Gengar, Tangela, Goldeen, Spearow, Weezing, Seal, Gyarados, Slowbro. Gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all, yeah. Gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all, yeah. Gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon. Ow. Kabuto, Persian, Paris, Horsey, Raticate, Magnemite, Kadabra, Weepinbell, Ditto, Cloyster, Caterpie, Sandshrew, Bulbasaur, Charmander, Golem, Pikachu. At least 150 or more to see. To be a Pokemon master is my destiny. Alakazam, Doduo, Venonat, Machoke, Kangaskhan, Hypno, Electabuzz, Flareon, Blastoise, Poliwhirl, Oddish, Drowsy, Raichu, Nidoqueen, Bellsprout, Starmie. Woo, we're at the halfway point. Doing great so far. We? What's all this we stuff? I'm doing all the hard work. Break time's over. Here we go. Caught your attention before you leave. No, I'm reading this off. I'm reading the lyrics to this. This is not off of memory. Metapod, Marowak, Kakuna, Clefairy, Dodrio, Seadra, Vileplume, Krabby, Lickitung, Tauros, Weedle, Nidoran, Machop, Shelter, Porygon, Hitmonchan. Gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all. Articuno, Jinx, Nidorina, Beedrill, Hunter, Squirtle, Chansey, Parasect, Execute, Muck, Dugong, Pidgeotto, Lapras, Vulpix, Rhydon. At least 150 or more to see. To be a Pokemon master is my destiny. Charizard, Machamp, Pinsir, Coughing, Dugtrio, Golbat, Staryu, Magikarp, Ninetales, Ekans, Omastar, Scyther, Tentacool, Dragonair, Magmar. Whoa, catch your breath, man. Shake out those lips. It's downhill from here. Just 24 more to go. Now it gets tricky, so listen real good. Sandslash, Hitmonlee, Psyduck, Arcanine, Eevee, Exeggutor, Kabutops, Zapdos, Dratini, Growlithe, Mr. Mime, Cubone, Graveler, Voltorb, Gloom. We're almost home. Gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all, yow. Gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all, huh. Gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon. Charmeleon, Wartortle, Mewtwo, Tentacruel, Aerodactyl, Ammonite, Slowpoke, Pidgeot, Arbok. That's all, folks. Gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all. Catch 'em, gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon. Bum. It is kind of wild that, like, I started that out just like, I don't remember this, so I'm just gonna read them, and then, like, very, very quickly in the course of reading them, I was like, wait, no, I remember, I actually do remember the cadence of how this goes. Hang on. Note to self, we gotta make this on the next karaoke stream. You know, it's funny you say that, because we did technically, Spike Kirby submitted the Poké Rap as a requested karaoke song, except he replaced everything with Spinda, so we haven't done the real one on a karaoke stream, but it was definitely a thing. So, but But yeah, that's that is that. So I am going to start looking at who we might raid out to tonight. If anybody has any last minute ASMR requests, please let me know and I'll get those for you. However, hang on. What's going on here? I don't know what that means. Do we still have Froggy? We do, in fact, still have Froggy. Who have we not raided into recently? We've raided into Jay. We've raided into Minari. We raided into Kaya? We have not raided into Kaya recently. We will get that Froggy as our closing trigger. Just for you, Sucky Bunny. Some Froggy to close out the night. Froggy ASMR beat. Gonna lay down for a bit. See you later, and thanks for the stream. Absolutely, Ing. Have a wonderful evening. Good night, Ing. Sleep well. Okay. So, we do have... Let me take a quick look here, but I think I know who we're raiding out to, unless she's... Oh, it's very unlikely that she's done. Okay. I'm just gonna take a quick look here, though, and make sure we're not overdue for anybody different. Let me see here, let me see. No, I think we actually have raided, we did raid number. Yeah, I think Kaya is one of the few we have not raided recently, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to be sending you off to Kaya Moon. She's another wonderful ASMR streamer, and she is currently live. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Let me start this up. So those of you coming with me on this raid, we do have a raid message. If you're subscribed and have access to those emotes, it is this. If you're not subscribed, that's totally fine. We've got you covered with this one instead. Thanks for the stream. So chill, so nice as always. Thank you so much, Sucky Bunny. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I will be back. Let me see. I think I've got some time here before this raid kicks off. Yeah, let me go ahead and toss this up. Whoops, that's the wrong one. I will be back on Tuesday. Oh, that is larger than normal. Let me reduce that in size super quick. I'll be back on Tuesday with some Hollow Knight Silk Song, you guys. So I look forward to it. Look forward to seeing you there. The stream schedule is up on Discord. I'm going to get it up onto Blue Sky tomorrow. But until then, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night and a great start to your week. And I will see you next time. Sleep well, chat. Good night. Hang tight for that raid. See you next time.